Hi guys, Ryan Ritz here. It is week 42 of our 52-week series. And this week we are in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And I am going to memorize I believe it's the New King James version of this verse. There's lots of different versions. I encourage you to read all of them because I feel like you can get a lot from those different versions. This version that I'll read on this video, this is just the NIV. And it says, For the spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. And you can see I have the version we're going to memorize on my shirt that one of my friends gave me. That God doesn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. And so I thought this would be a great verse to focus on as we are looking at almost 2 years now of this coronavirus. And I just feel like a lot of fear has dominated people's actions. I think I've spoken about this before in several other videos that I've made in reference to other verses. But the reality is that fear does not come from the Lord. He does not give us that spirit of fear. So anytime you feel a weight of fear and worry and overwhelm, that spirit is not from God. That is 100% the devil at work. And you know, in my business, I have the opportunity to work with lots of different people. Everybody has a different background, different history. Everybody's at different places in their life. But the number one common thing that is holding people back from success is always the fear of what other people are going to think. And I'll have people be like, oh, no, I don't care what other people think. That's not what's holding me back. I don't care what other people think. But when we really, really, really dissect and we dive deep down into why they won't do X, Y, or Z that they know they need to do to be successful, it comes down to being worried about what other people think. So I just want to encourage you this week. Think about what thoughts are consuming your mind. You know, what keeps you awake at night? What are you worried about? And recognize that those fears and worries are not from the Lord. Like kind of counteract what those worries and fears are with what the Lord says is true. He will never leave you or forsake you. He is always going to be with you. He is always going to provide for you. He says you're beautifully and wonderfully made. Like all the things, like all of the fears and worries that you have can be reevaluated into what God says is true. He is going to provide for you. He is not going to tempt you beyond what you can handle. And so I think it's just really important to recognize the fear and worry we have in our lives for what it is, which is generally a lie. And unfortunately, Satan has done a really good job of controlling people with that. I see it every single day. And unfortunately, sometimes it even can creep into my life and happen to me. And I have to stop and say, oh my goodness, I can't believe I hadn't recognized this for what it was until just now. So I encourage you to do that this week. I hope you have a wonderful week 42, and I'll see you guys next week. Love y'all. Bye.